Study finds that drinking a small amount of alcohol a week actually protects your heart if you have a cardiovascular condition. For more on this, we bring in Dr. John Higgins, sports cardiologist with McGovern Medical School at UT Health. Good morning to you, Dr. Higgins. You know, we love you joining us here.
Melissa, and TGIF.
Yes, TGIF to you. So let's talk more about this study. How was it conducted?
So, Melissa, they got about 14,000 people, and these people had already had some sort of heart problem, like a heart attack, a stroke. And then they looked at how much over 20 years, so it was a good follow-up, and they looked at the people who were drinking each day versus the people that weren't. And what they found, Melissa, is that those that were drinking about 3 to 7 drinks per week, so that kind of averages down to about a half of a drink per day of alcohol, or about 7 grams, they actually had the lowest subsequent rates of heart attacks, strokes.
All right, as a cardiologist, can you explain to us what's going on with the heart? Why would alcohol each week be beneficial? What does it do to help boost you in that area?
Well, most alcohols, Melissa, but especially wines, have a lot of really, really good antioxidants and things that actually do help your heart. They lower your blood pressure, for example. They improve your good HDL cholesterol and lower the bad cholesterol. They actually improve your blood sugar levels. And generally, people that drink alcohol tend to be doing more other healthy things like exercising and eating healthier. So there's kind of a lot of different things going on. And what this study added, Melissa, I think to the mix was that it looks like we should be thinking more like, you know, a half a glass to a glass per day. I think the current guidelines actually have 1 glass for women and 2 glasses for men a day, but it looks like based on this, probably a little bit less than that, because, you know, alcohol does have calories. And certainly if you have a problem with your liver, or you're taking prescription medications, et cetera, you should not be drinking alcohol. But for our cardiac patients, if they are already people that drink alcohol, you know, I'm going to be telling my patients it's probably a good idea to be having, you know, a half a glass or a glass of alcohol per day. And my preference, of course, Melissa, is going to be the wines, you know, red wine or white wines.
All right. Now, you mentioned the liver patients or certain medications. You wouldn't want to do that. But for the most part, besides that, do you truly feel like that could benefit most adults, at least in the heart department?
Yes, Melissa. It looks like the net benefits outweigh the risks in terms of the what it is doing for the heart. And this has been shown in a lot of studies. Now, if someone like, say they're a driver, or, you know, they are working shift work and they can't drink alcohol. Well, actually, there's been a bunch of studies, Melissa, that have shown that grape juice, particularly red grape juice like Concord grape juice and other grape juices, can also give a lot of the benefits. But there is something added with the little bit of alcohol. I think it helps to, they've shown it helps to actually kind of relax people a little bit and lower the blood pressure a little bit more. But if you can't do the alcohol, obviously red grape juice is a good thing.
I think that's huge to know, because a lot of people don't even like the taste of alcohol, so that might help them out. Now, and finally, we're almost out of time, but I just wanted to say, I think the biggest thing is a lot of times someone has one drink and they want another and then another. So you've got to really, if you want to help your heart, you've got to put those conditions in place and tell yourself, okay, I'm only going to have one.
And Melissa, importantly, you can't save up for the whole week and then have 7. And Melissa, here's my tip for all of your viewers. So this is called the Dr. Higgins glass of wine in Texas in the summer. So I have a glass, and this is full of crushed ice. And then I get my half a glass of wine and then pour it in, and you sip on it, Melissa. And not only is it cold and refreshing out by the pool, but you get a little bit of water. After you finish your wine, you get to drink the nice cold water, and so you hydrate as well.
Aha. Here's to the doctor and his great advice. Dr. Higgins with UT
Cheers,
Health.
Melissa.
Cheers to you.
I'll join you for an iced wine later.
I think that sounds like a fabulous idea. All right, it's 8:36 right now.